audio, please? Like, that would be nice. There we go. Welcome back, everybody, to Delta T Racing Division 4 at Portugal. The place where dreams come true. If your dream is to end up in a wall. So, Rancy's the first guy? No, Rancy's teammate is the first guy on the track. So we have Do Better, LOL, out on track first today. Let's get some stuff up on the screen for you guys. Not that. Alright, quick sneeze as Do Better goes over the line to start his first lap of the day. 14 drivers in the lobby here today. Not a full grid, but enough to get some racing done, especially around this track. Looking a little dark out there right now. Don't know if it's going to rain or not. Don't have any information on that as of right now, but we will check in after qualifying to see what it's going to be like in the race. As Do Better coming up, just finishing the first sector here. And yeah, everything heel set will be purple. Ow! Just cut myself on the side of my rig there. Yeah, everything heel set will be purple as he is the first car on the lap today. So we'll see what kind of banker he puts in, what everybody else has to match or beat. Oh, and he invalidates. So that is it for his banker lap. Second one on the lap is Jay Hayward. See if he can hook one up, finish it out. Just coming to the end of the second sector now. Let's see what time he's got there. 52.9. As I said, everything will be purple for Hayward as well because he will be the #1 guy to set the lap. I'm around the final couple corners here now, around that penultimate one, and into the final corner. Completely flat, going to try and keep it to the right. I lied. He's not going to try and shorten the track at all, so lets the car drift out wide. And it's going to be an 18.3 for Jay Hayward as he comes across the line. 19.1 for Tom Putty. Going to see some more time start rolling in now. A couple cars are crossing the line. Boss Mott's with an 18.6, going to go P2. And Reeps JG with a 19.6, so that's going to put him P4. Right now we're on board with Hackett, the Hobby Loast. Wait, what? The Hobby Loast. The lobby host. The Hobby Loast here, Hackett 79. We're just going to say that for the rest of the day now that I've completely butchered any chance of being a normal human being. But around the penultimate is the Hobby Loast Hackett. And coming up to the line, let's see what kind of time he's going to put in here. In 18-something, 18.4. So not a bad lap there from Hackett, putting it in P3. See, Rancy came across. I think Rancy might be doing 2 out laps, so this will be his flying lap that he's on right now. Rancy was talking to him a little earlier. Doesn't feel too quick around here, but the times that he was setting were astronomically quicker than the rest of the grid right now. So I guess we'll see what he's able to put in. As we were jumping on board with Rancy, Cassell came across the line with a 118.2, so that's going to put him on a provisional pole. And Jordan JJT, we also did not see, who put it into P2 with an 18.335. So the time to beat right now, 18.227, or 277, sorry. And Rancy's coming across. He set a purple middle sector there. I don't know if that's just a game glitch or if it is legit, as this game is a little bit buggy with the second sectors. But into the final corner is Rancy now, whipping that Haas. Tries to keep it decently tight to the right side of the track, shortening it up, and it's going to be a 17.7 for Rancy on his banker. So 5/10 quicker than Cassell in P2 is Rancy, as he flies off the end of the track there. Oh! Oh my. So, Rancy, true Finnish fashion, thinks he is driving in, what is happening? I don't know, I don't think this is allowed. It might be, I have no clue. Anyways, we are just watching Rancy break all the rules right now. taking a very wide line into the uphill right-hander there. I believe we have a McLaren on the lap, though, and who is that going to be? It's going to be Barry Bogorowski. So Bog finishing up the second sector here, a 101.3 it is. Not actually... Might not actually be on the lap here. Yeah, coming up to the lap times now, so Bog might be looking to go again. I think he will. So we'll sit on board 54% ERS. Yeah, 128.0. So he either left on the ERS accidentally for his outlap there, or just messed up the first lap that he was trying to do. But a little information on Rancy. We did get a little paddock chat on him. Rancy opting out on the vacation tonight. Apparently there was 18 guys going to fill up 2 saunas at a house for the week. And Rancy will be heading over there with all those guys to have a little, party. A couple drinks are being thrown around after the race tonight. So yeah, don't really know what's going on there, but hey, we let him live his life, do what he wants. He's fast. He's living on the top right now, and that's what superstars do. Hang out with 18 guys in a sauna, drink a couple beers. So Bogorowski coming around the final corner now. Let's see if he sets the lap, or if he just hangs it into the pits. Looks like he is going to set it. It's going to be a 18.8. It's 18.8, not bad for not having too much ERS there. I think Nelboy's also on a lap. So the McLaren brethren of Bogorowski, DTR Nelboy, Nelly as I like to call him, coming just finishing up the second sector. It's going to be a 53.8, so not a bad time there. It's a very tricky track with the camber of these corners. There's a lot of ups, a lot of downs, and especially when you're turning the corners. Turning uphill, turning downhill is always puts more stress on the car. Fine, there's a lot of oh, Nell's just gonna come park it in the pits. So little Mikey just started his lap, but no, there's a lot of stress put on the car in a fair few of the corners on this track. So it's difficult to keep the rear end stable, especially through this one here. Did we just see Mikey flat that? Oh my. So maybe I'm all wrong. But yeah, so we'll see how the drivers get up to it today. See if they can keep the car in a straight line. And what kind of setups reign supreme. You need some decently low wings around here. Unfortunately, that's the case with that really, really long straight out of the first and half the last sector there as well. Little Mikey coming into the third sector on his banker lap. I think Rancy's on another one now, but see if he can improve. Keep an eye on it. Little Mikey coming around the final corner, up to and across the line in 18.9. That's going to be P10 for him. So, who do we have on a lap that is challenging? 17.9 for Jay Hayward. So that was his second lap. Rancy invalidated his first one. I think Rancy's doing 2 out laps, so the first lap here that he invalidated is no problem. He's just going to come back around for another one. That is Jordan JJT. So Jordan JJT coming around across the line for 18.0. The Alfa Romeo's looking pretty good out there today. Hackett just crossed the line with an 18.0 as well. Unfortunately, not close enough to Jordan to snag that P3, but he will get one more run. We have Waza and Cassell just coming into the pit lane there. Brandon 999 here into the third sector. A little bit of a slide there. We'll see what kind of time he puts up, if he improves or not. Right now, currently sitting in P8 with an 18.367. Looking like he's trying to keep it nice and tight and actually just dives into the pit lane. So, that is looking like about it for everyone's second run. Unless Tom Putty is finishing one up here. 19.1, so Tom Putty looking to improve on that. Currently in P12. Taking a little bit of curb there into the final corner. It's going to be a 19.0, so a small improvement, but an improvement nonetheless. He will stay P12, so it doesn't make up any positions, but did cut a little time down there. Unfortunately, I think that slide in the third sector may have hurt him a little bit, so. But, yeah, okay, so outlap for Nelboy, outlap for Reeps, as they're going to start their final laps. So Bogorowski actually also on an outlap, I believe. Oh, it's Nelboy. So Nelboy is the first one to start his last lap of the day here. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the qualifying session. Right now, Rancy on... Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. We didn't catch Rancy's lap. I thought he had finished it up, but that's going to be Rancy improving again for 17.4. Coming across the line. Beautiful lap time there for him. He's going to be real happy with that one, especially because he is like 8/10 quicker than the rest of the field right now. Actually, we can check that. Fastest lap gap to the leader is going to be 4.8. So almost 5/10 to the leader right now. Jordan JJT sitting in second place. And we're going to watch Nelly start his lap here. Final lap of the day for him. Currently does not have a time on the board, so I think he'll try to keep it pretty safe for this one. Just looking to get a time up. Into a tricky corner here now. He's able to keep it on the track, though. Activating the DRS, finishing the first sector of 22.185 in the first. Apexing that corner nicely, riding on the outside curb here. Another tricky set of corners coming up now. So real quick right into an uphill right. Very strange camber on this corner. Takes it cleanly though, and now we got a downhill into another uphill, into another downhill. So the left-hander feeding into this right-hander, going down the hill again. Very, very tricky to get on the power here. Into another left-hander uphill, and then another one following. This one as well, very easy to lose the rear end. As we were talking about earlier, a lot of the corners on this track are easy to lose the rear end, so it's very good for Nelboy to keep this thing on track. Nice and safe lap for him coming around the final corner now. Let's see what time he puts up for his banker. It's going to be an 18.1. Wow, okay. So an 18.1 for Nelly there. Very, very nice lap from him. I think Bogorowski is going to be the second one to finish his final lap of the day. As we saw the split there coming out of the second sector, he's going to be down on his time. Unfortunately, that might be an invalidation, and it is. So Bogorowski is going to come park it in the pits. Might be able to get another run. Most likely not, though. So Cassell coming around the final as well here. Riding that curb, holding sixth for a while there. Nice and tight on the right side of the track. It's going to be a 17.8. That's going to put him into P2. So, 4/10 improvement for Cassell. A nice lap. That's probably going to be his last one of the day. So we do have 3 minutes left. Don't think it'll be enough time for him to get back in and back out. So, we'll see if that lap time gets beaten. A lot of drivers on their out laps now, beginning their final laps of the day. Jay Hayward is one of those drivers. I believe he'll be the first one out of the next group to start their laps, so we'll ride on board with him for a little bit here. Cutting a lot of curb there to start his lap. Don't know if that's something you want to do, but activating the DRS coming over the line. And no ERS deployment, so maybe he's also doing 2 out laps. Interesting. I think 2 out laps is kind of the way to go around here for most people, it seems. So, Jay Hayward just hanging out. Cassell coming in. Rancy is going to be doing some out laps here. 2 minutes left, so I think Rancy should be able to go around twice if he wanted to, but he's opting to warm the tires up. Might just stick it on a lap right off the bump. So we'll see what he does. Car coming up behind him pretty quickly. don't know who that is. I think it's actually just Cassell. So, oh yeah. So I think he's got his ERS activated now, or yes, he does. So we're riding board with Rancy here. This is going to be his last lap of the day. Currently 4/10 ahead of the rest of the field, and we're going to see if he can improve at all on his time. As we see Nellboy retiring from the session. So we did not have enough time to get around for another lap. So Nellboy currently sitting in P6 with an 18.1. We'll see if that lap time gets beaten at all. Coming up the left-hander here, riding some of that inside curve, a bit weird on that one. Rancy is up on his time. So almost a 10th up for Rancy, riding that outside curve nicely, really maximizing the track here. See what he does into this uphill right-hander. I believe he's going to take it in 5th. Yeah, so a little short shift into 5th there, but still a little bit of a snap on the rear end. We'll see if that has hurt him at all as he comes into this downhill right-hander now in 5th again. Oh, and he spins it. He spins it. He did lose a lot of time, as we saw in the Delta there. So that's unfortunate for him. Jay Hayward we're going to hop back on with now as he is on a flying lap. I think we just saw that first sector split. He's down on his time, unfortunately. So is he just giving up on his time? Oh yeah, he's 5 seconds out. Okay, Jordan JJT coming up to finish his final lap of the day. Let's see what he comes across the line with. A 17.7, so a 2.5 improvement from him. Very nice lap. Waza is finished. Hackett seems to be finished as he is 5/10 down on his time. So do better also done for the day. Bogarowski is actually up 3/10. So Bog looking to grab a couple positions here. Coming around the final corner now. See what kind of damage he can do. It's going to be P9, so an 18.2. Very, very nice improvement from Bog. 5.6 So 563 thousandths for Bogarowski on his final lap there. And a nice improvement, and that will be it for qualifying, it seems. Do better should just drive into the pit lane here and retire the car, and then we will be on to the race. So pole position for Rancy. A nice lap from him. P2 we got Jordan JJT with a 17.7, so it was good to come across the line at the end there. Grab that P2. Cassell is in the Alfa Romeo Sandwich with a 17.8. He's going to take home P3. So those are the top 3 in qualifying today. And we will be right back to read out the rest of the grid at the home screen. And then we'll get into the race for you guys. Alright, so here it is. Rancy in P1 taking a pole position today, so congratulations to him on that. Jordan JJT in P2 and Cassell in P3. Those are the top 3 today. Jay Hayward taking home P4 in the Alfa Romeo, as we see the Alfa Romeo Sandwich there for Cassell. Waza in P5, Hackett in P6, DTR Nellboy in the McLaren in P7. Do better in the Haas in P8, Barry Bogarowski bringing home P9. Brandon JJT in 10th. 11th will be Boss Moss, Little Mikey in 12th. Tom Putty in 13th, and Reeps JG bringing it home in last place, 14th position for him. So he will round out the field on the formation lap here. As we will get going, talking tire strategy today. I think we'll see a lot of guys start on the medium tires. I think overheating around this track is a bit of an issue, so you might not want to go on to the medium tires as your second stint, as you'll get a lot of understeer from the overheating that occurs. We will see what the drivers choose to go with, though. We'll see a couple of predicted pit stop strats up on the screen during the formation lap as well, powered by AWS. If you want your package 1-day delivery 6 days later, choose AWS. It's Amazon, by the way. we're just waiting on the drivers to get ready here. And we will start the formation lap. Still don't have an update on the weather situation. So I think it's going to be dry. Just going to ask right now in the chat. See what we got. Thank you, awesome. So a little update from the paddock, from the weatherman, and it's going to be dry. So predicted pit stop strat right there on your screen. You got the 2-stop below, soft, medium, medium, or you could go with the 1-stop medium, hard. Let's check out the tires now. And as we were talking, yeah, looks like a lot of the drivers are going to start on the medium tires. Couple opting for the hards though, Jordan Cassell and a little Mikey. We'll see how that works out for them. They might be a little overwhelmed in the first couple laps. Hopefully they don't drop down too far. Get the telemetry and everything up on your screen as well. And then we're gonna go with position change off the start. Cool. Interval. Take that off, and we'll get ready for the start of this race. So I think Rancy in the lead of the championship right now. We're going to bring up the championship standings in just a second here. Let me have a look. So Division 4 we are looking for after Great Britain. It's going to be, yeah, so Rancy, 153 points for Rancy. Second place is DTR Nelboy with 97. And Brandon 999 in third, actually, with 97 as well. So tied for second place are Brandon and Nelboy. So Rancy with a pretty comfortable lead, but Brandon and Nelboy are going to be looking to fight hard here today. Let's check the positions on the track. Nelboy out-qualifying Brandon by 4 positions there. Well, 3 technically, but we'll see how they do today. 177 to 160 in the constructors. The constructors is fairly close actually. 177 for Haas, 160 for McLaren, and 152 for Alfa Romeo. So decently close in the constructors with 4 races to go. And the championship is looking pretty close to sealed up for Rancy. Rancy looking at a promotion next season, Division 2, Division 1. Guy's been putting in a lot of work, so it will pay off for him. See where it lands him next season. Coming up to the start-finish here now. Everybody just doing some burnouts, warming those tires up, and we'll get ready for this race to begin. So we're going to hop on board with somebody unless we can get a decent look. I think this is actually the camera position, so we're going to go with somebody a little further back. Right there. Perfect. Now we see all the lights. So we're on with Brandon. And everybody lined up on the grid now. We're just waiting for the lights to turn on. And then we will get this Division 4 Portugal race underway. The lights are about to go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights. And away we go. Don't have a real good idea of starts just yet. Looking like Rancy got away well, though. So Rancy getting away well. Both Alfa Romeos getting away well as well. So let's jump back up here. See what we can see. Both Alfa Romeos in 2 and 3 now. So Waza going up a position. No, Waza holding position. Hackett holding position. Cassell has actually dropped down very far. So Cassell down 4 positions. A very poor start from him. Predicted pit stop strat coming up on your screen again. I think we should see as we do. So Jay Hayward getting past Jordan, which is the way to go, I assume. I mean, you know, both cars together. You got Jordan on the harder tire. So obviously Jay Hayward's going to be quicker on that medium to start out with. Rancy's actually pulled a 1.6 second gap in half of a lap here. So, Rancy, slow down, maybe? I don't know. He doesn't have a slow bone in his body. So Rancy's just gone with it. Everybody looking good on ERS so far. Do better blasting a little bit out there. Hop on with him real quick. We'll get the position changes off the screen now as well. Do better looking to make up some positions early here, blasting a lot of his ERS out. But I think a little bit of a wing issue there for him. Whoa, yeah, we can tell he's got a lot higher wings than Hackett ahead. Not gaining too much in the main straight, but pulling a lot of time through the corners. 2.1 now for Rancy up front. Jay Hayward pulling it back a little bit though. 1.9 now. Got Nellboy behind. Brandon made up a position off the start. Looking to get into Nellboy's range. Obviously, those two fighting for the second position in the championship. So whoever finishes ahead, and it is tied right now. Whoever finishes ahead will come out ahead after this race. So they're trying to solve an issue of who's going to hold P2. 2.1, 2.2 for Rancy now. Oh my gosh. Jay Hayward not doing too bad either though. Pulling a small gap on his teammate. 1.5 seconds it is. And from Waza to, Do Better making the overtake actually on Hackett. But Do Better really hurting on ERS. Lap 3 out of 33. Oh! Who was that? I think it was Waza having a little bit of an issue. Hackett making up, Do Better making up a position. So Do Better into P4 now. Not great to be leading this train, I don't think, for Do Better, as he is down on ERS early. See, 2.1 ahead still for, Bogorowski going side by side here with Brandon. Oh, no. Hey, alright, so they both keep it nice and clean, though. So good racing there between Brandon and Barry. But Bog making the overtake, sticking Brandon back in P10. Trying to help his teammate out there as much as possible. I know Bogorowski and Nellboy, they got the team game on lock. They'll play that thing for days. See if Nellboy wants to go for the overtake on Hackett here. Hackett does seem like he's burning a little bit, as he was. Both going to get DRS, but my gosh, look at that straight line speed. Nellboy with a lot of straight line speed here, getting the overtake done well before the corner. Whoa, a little bit of a snap though for him. And the straight line speed does not help him at all there. Oh, that's real unfortunate. What is going on here? So Cassell wide there. Comes together with Nellboy a little. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I don't know, we can't get a good angle of this. We're gonna have to ride on one top. Hold on. Alright, now we can see what's going on. There was a little bit of contact between Nell and Cassell, which created a little bit of a kerfuffle with these four guys back here. Cassell, Nellboy, Brandon, Mikey, Bog, and Tom Putty actually, so not four guys. Oh my gosh. See what transpires here in the next lap. So where did Nellboy actually get up to? Oh, he's back up to P7. But wasn't he? He was on the back of Hackett, I think, right? That's who he's going for the overtake on. Oh! Waza got Do Better there. So Waza overtaking Do Better into P4. Jordan JJT just ahead on those hard tires. Holding on well. 2.9 second gap ahead there. Oh, and we've had an issue. What's going on? Hackett. So I don't know if Hackett just spun it there or what's going on. We got more action up ahead. Little Mikey going for a move on Brandon. I don't know if Brandon will get the switchback. He's definitely got more grip on the mediums, and it's looking like he will. So little Mikey outbraking him, but Brandon just putting the mechanical grip to use there on the medium tires. Whoa, a little bit of a slide for Mikey as well into the uphill righty. Bog is a little impatient behind. You can see him squirming here. I know he wants to get the overtake done, make up as many positions as he can in those mediums, and getting stuck behind a hard runner early in the race is definitely not something you want. And now boys got some ground to make up. P5 after that incident, or P6 after that incident, sorry, chasing down P5. The driver in P5 is Do Better. I believe Do Better is running pretty low on ERS as well, 30%. So not a whole lot less than Nellboy. Nellboy was at 48 there, so see what kind of time he can make up. Right now the gap to first place from second is 2.7 seconds. So pretty gappy out front. Unfortunately, Reap's not having a good day at all. Reap's is 38 seconds back from the leader. Or actually, not even from the leader, just from P13. P13's Boss Mott's 8 seconds back. So I think they must have had some issues off of the start there. So what do we got? What do we got? Closest battles on the track right now is Bogorowski on the back of Tom Putty. Did Bogorowski lose his position? He must have. I think Tom was ahead last time I checked. So let's have a look, see what goes down here. Bog actually losing a little bit of time out of the final corner there, but he does get the DRS. Still no safety car, 7 laps in. Oh, they take so much curb. Ooh, that might have been an invalidation. We learned actually last time. Do not ever go into Race Director when you're doing comms. Because the Race Director is the glitchiest thing about this game, I think. You go into it and you're stuck there forever. It's like got an ancient curse on it or something. Those who go into the Race Director never come back. Oh, a little bit of a fight going on up here. Between Waza, Do Better, and Jordan. Lap 7, I don't quite know what lap the mediums start falling off around here. It might be something like lap 12, lap 10 maybe. But Rancy currently still with a 3-second lead. Hasn't extended, hasn't lost anything, so Jay Hayward putting in some good pace up there at the front as well. John Putty 4/10 back here from little Mikey. I think they'd be able to get this done. I think maybe the hards are coming into the working window now then, if they're not able to get these overtakes done. So little Mikey in a decent position then, if the hards are working for him. We were hoping to talk to Burt Mylander today. Don't know if we'll get the opportunity. If there is a safety car, we'll have to have a chat with him though. Still nothing doing. Reeps actually comes across the line with the fastest lap. Must be on the soft tires. Let's go have a look, see what he's doing. Yeah. So Reeps 48 seconds back now from P18. Bit of an unfortunate circumstance for him today. decided to strap on the soft tires and try and drive his heart out. But we'll give him a little air time. I know the guys at the back don't usually get a lot of air time. So we'll talk you through his lap a little bit here. Talk about him a little as well. Reeps, a Division 4 driver, and that's all I know about Reeps. So you know, he's 48 seconds behind. That's another thing that I know. And he's coming into a left-hander here in the third sector of Portugal. So, speaking facts and nothing but facts here on the stream today. Providing you with the information as we learn it. 3.9 seconds actually is the gap. Let's go back up front. Sorry, Reeps. Back up front to the no action, because the grid is pretty spread out, but Rancy is pulling a fatty out on Jay Hayward right now. 4.2 seconds up from 2.9, so he pulled a 0.2 seconds out there. I don't know if he's getting hungry for a lap. He wants to lap Reeps or not, but I know what he is getting hungry for, that sauna trip with those 18 guys. Bogorowski making an overtake on little Mikey. Getting that thing done well before the corner. So that's Bog up into P9, and Bog, it looks like he is suffering a little on fuel. So we'll see what goes on later in the race with that. Is anyone else suffering? Cassell suffering on fuel. Bossmott suffering on fuel. So those three drivers, I think they're definitely hoping for a safety car. 14 drivers on the grid though, and a fairly spread out grid. May not cause one. So they're going to have to save some fuel, if that's the case, of course. We got Do Better on the back of Waza here. 4/10 is the gap. Tom Putty as well on the back of little Mikey. 3/10 is that gap. So those are the two closest battles happening on track right now. We'll see here. Do Better has actually been able to save up some ERS over the past few laps. So good job from him, just sticking to the DRS. Saving up the ERS as, well, we see him blowing every single bit of it now. He definitely wants to make the overtake. Oh, he's hungry for it here. He might send a dive bomb down the inside. Nope, thinks better of it. As Waza covered off the inside well there. Oh, just those high wings on Do Better. Helping him out through the middle section, but unfortunately, it's just difficult to pass. Oh, we have had an issue. Reeps either pulled over or the car slid, and there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this might cause some issues. Yep, and it does. Jordan JJT smashes into the side of Reeps, the lapped car. Something else happened there, I think. Reeps is going to have to get out of the way here for the rest of the drivers. Oh, no. Reeps, you got to stay out of the racing line, man. Oh, Jordan's race has just been ruined by a lapped car. And no safety car for that either. So, Bogorowski, Cassell, and Bossmott's all low on the ERS. Or the fuel. What am I talking about? And there it is. Jordan hopping in the pits. Needs a new front wing. The other question is, I mean, it's not really a question. It just sucks for him. The fact that he needs to go to the end of the race on the mediums now. He started on those hard tires, and I don't think those mediums are going to make it to the end, unfortunately. Looking back up front here, we do have a massive gap forming between the top three. It's 5 to Rancy and 5 to Jay Hayward from Waza behind. So, holy mackerel. That is super, super unfortunate there for Jordan. But it seems like the rest of the cars caught up in that, got out okay. Hellboy up into P5 now, so that's good for him. Brandon, though, just 2 positions behind. 2 positions behind, maybe, but there is a big gap to his rival of DTR Nellboy. Oh, and that is going to be Nellboy into the pits. So Nellboy, first medium runner to pit. Hopping onto the hard tire, going to try and take those to the end of the race. We do have Bog behind Brandon. Check this gap, 1.4 seconds. I would say if he was ahead, he would definitely be trying to slow him down a little bit. We'll see if he tries to close the gap up, and I'm thinking he might try and fight a little bit with Brandon. I don't think it really matters, honestly. The gap to Nellboy was just that high. Six seconds now, Rancy's in the lead. On the same strategy as Hayward, though, so the undercut, overcut will come into play. I mean, at 6 seconds, it probably won't, but they might be thinking about it a little bit. Oh. Mott's right on the back of Nellboy. Mott's hasn't pit yet, I don't think so. Nellboy on that outlap on the hard tires. Cold hard tires, trying to get them warmed up. But I don't think Boss Mott's going to fight him too much. Boss Mott's and Nellboy good friends. We did have an overtake there. I think it's just Do Better hopping into the pit lane. So Do Better is going to jump onto the mediums or the hards. Alright, so Do Better hopping in the hards for the second stint. So far we've had 3 guys pit, including Reeps, but Reeps is 1 minute and 10 seconds behind. Right now, unfortunately, let's check that, 1 minute and 15 seconds behind the leader. The leader's still yet to pit though, lap 14 on the mediums for them. Oh, what happened here? Interval, yeah, cool. Oh gosh, there we go. So we're just jumping around, not much happening. As we can see here, a lot of these gaps are over 1 second. Actually, every single gap's over 1 second except for this Hackett gap. Oh, Jay Hayward jumps into the pits. So lap 15 for Hayward. Hopping in, Wazza coming in right behind him. Both drivers on the mediums. And Cassell decides to continue on. So Cassell looking to go for an overcut. I do want to see if Cassell is going to push some ERS here. As we did see earlier, he is suffering a little on the fuel. So Cassell not blowing too much ERS. Did he actually pit? No, so he's been on the hards the whole time. Oh, so Cassell actually going to go for a while then. Probably go to about 20 or so. Maybe like 18. Should be enough to get it done. Oh, where are we at on the gap? To Cassell. Rancy's got to come into the pit soon, right? Rancy might actually come in this lap. Let's see what he decides to do. Is he going to continue? Coming in. Alright, Rancy. The leader of the race. Hopping into the pits here. He's going to go from the mediums to the hards. Right now you see on the bottom right of your screen, the second place driver in the red car there is Jay Hayward. Provisionally second place, of course. It's actually sitting in 7th right now, and Rancy is going to come out miles ahead, but on cold tires, so the gap may close up a little bit. So let's have a look down the screen. Rancy, yeah, pretty far ahead, but Just got to be slow and steady. Just want to have a look at Hackett behind. Brandon into the pits. Tom Putty into the pits. They're both out, one after the other. But look at that, Nellboy. Nellboy's in that little pack. If you look at the bottom right of your screen there, it's going to be a Mercedes Haas Nellboy and then another Mercedes. And then his rival is two cars back there in the green Aston Martin. So now we're just waiting on Bog to pit. I know Cassell's on the hard, so he's still going a while, but Bog, out of the medium runners, will be one of, if not the last one to pit, and there he goes. So lap 17 for Bog, hopping into the pits. And there goes Rancy flying by. Jay Hayward coming up behind him. Hackett doing the same thing, hopping into the pits as well. Reeves has got another 3-second time penalty. That's like 9 seconds for him. That's 12, so 12 seconds there for Reeves, unfortunately. Now where is Bog going to come out? Is Bog going to come out ahead of... Oh my gosh. I thought that gap was a lot closer, the Bogorowski-Brandon gap. Oh. Here we go. Jordan on the mediums is going to do a little switchback. Should be able to get it done pretty easily. Bog is on those cold hards. So there goes Bog down into P9. Brandon 6 seconds behind him. My gosh. What? Wait. Yeah, Brandon was like a second and a half ahead of him. Did Bog just overcut Brandon by 5 seconds? There's no way. No way, man. Brandon must have had damage or something. Bog just overcut him by 5 seconds. Alright. Okay. Cool. Oh, look at that little Mikey ahead is splashing. I don't think Mikey's come into the pit yet though. He was on the hards to start the race. So a little bit of action starting up here in the four-way battle between Mikey, Do Better, Nelly, and Waza. It is the Mercedes sandwich. Ooh, look at that. All of them are flashing actually, except for Waza. Oh, we got a move going down. Little bit of contact there we saw from Do Better and Mikey. Mikey just blasted his teammate. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. That reminds me of a little incident that we have all seen before. Except for both cars did not go spiraling off track and like basically explode. But Lil Mikey brake checks his teammate there. I don't think it was on purpose, but dang. That is unfortunate. So that's going to give Nellboy a position. That's going to give Do Better a position. And I think we'll see, well, we got to see Mikey come into the pit soon, but we'll also see Waza come in this lap. As, look on the left side of your screen there now. It says he is in the pits. Lap 19 out of 33 here. Right now, Cassell is holding position 1. Rancy is provisionally in first. As Nellboy just letting Do Better know he's there. Hopping into his mirrors a little bit. Oh, he's around. Yep. The death corner. And the death corner takes another subject. So Do Better losing a couple positions there. Nellboy up into P4. This is it for Nellboy. Just consistent. Other people were making mistakes, giving him opportunities. Nothing wrong with it. So Do Better, still the closest battle on track right now is Do Better and Mikey. Do Better, those high wings. Mikey hasn't pit yet either, so. Oh, are we going to see Do Better send one here? Oh, yes, we are. Oh, a little bit of contact there. I think Tom Putty picked up a penalty. Other than that, I mean, if you want to have a look down at the right side of the stream, right side of your screen as well. I mean, Cassell's into the pit, so Rancy will take P1 back, but just look at the gaps. There's just not much going on in this race. It's a very, kind of hold your own, try and keep it consistent till the end at this point, I think. Do you have 12 laps left to go? I mean, yeah, like this is, what can we talk about here? Cassell comes out on the mediums, making a little overtake there on, oh my gosh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's a little action. Cassell on those cold mediums. Massive VRS advantage, but not a massive fuel advantage. I think Do Better will reign supreme for this lap, but close to the end of the lap, those mediums are going to heat up, and Cassell's going to absolutely blow Do Better out of the water. Well, what the heck? A very nice overtake by Cassell there. Is going to lead us into our next message from the sponsors. Have you ever wanted to buy something and have it shipped to you in one day? Well, look no further. Choose Amazon. Amazon powers our predicted pit stop strategy, and your one-day delivery will show up in 2 or 3 weeks. It will probably be damaged, or it won't even be the same item you ordered. You want something fast but slow? Order from Amazon. Thank you very much. Alright, back to the race. As we left off before, there's still nothing happening. So, I don't know. I guess we could talk about Rancy a little bit here. So Rancy, yeah, we were talking about his vacation with those 18 guys in a sauna. Seems to be a tradition up there in Finland. The sauna's very healthy, I've heard. But no, he's got his vacation this week, so he's sticking around for work tomorrow. And then it's just beers in the sauna with 18 of his guy friends. Oh, Jordan hopped into the pits. Tom Putty as well. Is Tom Putty and Jordan in? What happened there? I think Tom Putty was on hard, so Tom's just switching on to the, whoa, my gosh, what did we just see there? Hackett going wide. So Jordan is going to come out on the mediums. Tom Putty needed a new wing, so that's why he boxed as well onto the mediums. Unfortunately, we've not seen Burnt Minelander here today. I know he was betting on the race, as his usual scumbag ways go. But, you know, his bet must be working out because he hasn't driven a safety car on the track today to mess anything up for anyone. So he's going to be making some good money off of Rancy, I assume. So the commentator's curse. I wonder if we can curse Rancy. I want to see some comments in the chat here, cursing Rancy. What lap will he spin on? Laza picking up a 3-second time penalty there. Oh, Cassell actually picking them up as well. So Cassell in P4. Still 2.5 second gap behind him, so. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Checking out the left side of the screen for everyone who can see. For the our blind viewers, I will commentate this. Currently, the gaps are all over 1 second. And if you look down on the right-hand side of your screen, you can see that most of the cars are about a thumb's width away. And I mean thumb up to the screen, not in between each car. Color? I guess that works, color. It's a very exciting race. Rancy leading by 8.3 seconds. Currently we have... I don't even know how many laps are left. I'm not very good at math, and I'm not doing that on the spot, but I think it's like 7. Wait, it's 8. It's 8. Apologies for my horrible math. I had a great math teacher in the 11th grade, but she didn't teach me much of anything. She just kind of let me pass. So... Hold on now. There's something conspiring. Brandon999 is within a second of Barry Bogorowski. Ladies and gentlemen, action, action, action. 8 tenths is the gap. This is getting intense, ladies and gentlemen. 8 tenths right now, all the way down to 6th. Did Bogorowski make a mistake? On the hunt is Hackett. 2 tenths is the gap. Will he be able to hunt down Barry Bogorowski as they pass the lapped car of Reeps JG? They are about to come on to the final straight. Here we go. Let's go. The ERS has been activated. And the DRS will follow very soon. Hopping in the slipstream is Brandon 999. The straight line speed going insane. And the overtake has been made. But Bogarovsky will not let that position go easily. Coming back now. He will activate the DRS this time. The DRS has been activated. And here we go. Bogarovsky. Not looking good. Not looking good for Bogarovsky, ladies and gentlemen. Bogarovsky getting overtaken and losing a second already in one lap. So very unfortunate there for Bogarovsky. Losing out a second in one lap to Brandon 999. And that brings us back to a 1 second gap race. Currently 28 out of 33. I'm really just trying to spice this up as much as I possibly can for you guys. My apologies. But this is it. This is what we're looking like. 5 laps to go. Rancy 8.3 seconds in the lead. Currently all 1 or more second gaps between each car on the track. And no safety cars. So 0 safety cars is going to mean trouble for Cassell, Bog. Oh my. Bossmots is actually saving fuel a little bit. He's flashing, but doing alright. So just Cassell and Bogarovsky are going to have to start worrying about fuel usage soon enough. They should be okay. I mean, it's 4 seconds behind right now. For Hackett behind Bug. Up 29 now. Out of 33. Well, at the end of the day, I think Rancy's just going to be happy with the performance. If he keeps it on track, 3 laps to go, he'll win this race and extend his lead. Extend his lead pretty far. I mean, now boy, P3 right now, the gap is 2.9 seconds. So if he can climb up and maybe grab a position from Jay Hayward, I'll keep him close. But Nellboy also, I mean, you hold P3, you're in a good spot next to Brandon. So he'll cop a couple points out on Brandon, hold P2 in the championship. And Nelly does seem to be closing up a bit. A little bit here and there. The podium is within reach. It's a 10-second gap behind, so Yeah, there's just not much to say here. It's just been a solid drive for Rancy, honestly. 31 out of 33. Lap 31 out of 33, 18 guys for Rancy. He's living life. He's loving it all the way. Now Boy's actually closing up pretty hard here on Jay Hayward, though. 1.9 seconds is the gap. He's closed about a second that last lap. Yeah, I think it'll be enough, too, if he keeps closing up at this rate. It might be a little last lap battle. .7. He's got to get in the DRS. What's the? Well, they're pretty close on ERS here. He is using it when he can. There's got to be something going on. Look at the gap. Does he have wing damage? No, he's okay. Nice and clean there for Nell through the first. I think Nell's just entered his final form. He's closing like 2/10 a corner. But might just not be enough, fortunately. We got Rancy. He overtook a lap driver there. I think it was Waza. But Rancy will come around the penultimate corner right now, and he will start the final lap of this race. So we'll give him a little Oh, and he's getting overtaken by the lapped car of Waza. But here it is. Rancy lapping Reeps twice, I think. We're just going to wait for him to come around and finish his lap, take home the dub today. A very solid, commanding win. 8 seconds right now is the gap to P2. Here we go. Rancy coming across the line to take the dub. Nice. Congratulations to Rancy. All he does is win, 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 no matter what. An 8-second win today is going to put him in a massive lead of the championship. But yeah, Jay Hayward coming in P2. DTR now boy just not close enough, coming home in P3. 8/10 was the gap at the end there, so good drive from him. Do better coming home in P4, so great points for Haas all around today as well, actually. Brandon 999 in P5, Cassell in P6, Bog coming home in P7. Ahead of Hackett in P8, Bossmots in 9th, Jordan just coming across the line in 10th. And then we will see Mikey, Tom Putty, Waza, and Reeps finishing out their races. As Mikey crosses the line now, finishing in P11th. Tom Putty will be 12th, Waza will be 13th, and 14th will be Reeps. Reeps already crossed the line in his lap, so that is it for him. Tom Putty coming across now, and the last one around the final corner is Waza. So that's it. It was a decent race to begin with, but the gaps just became way too big for anyone to really do anything. And it was a very solo race for the last 15 laps or so, I'd say. After the pit stop period, it's pretty solo out there. But that's it. I think Rancy will get my driver of the day today. Honestly, just commanding win. 8 seconds, didn't make a mistake. Brought home the win and extended his lead in the championship. Soon enough, it will be impossible mathematically for anyone else to beat him. So that will be my choice. We'll read this out one more time, and then we'll get out of here. So Rancy P1. Jay Hayward P2, Nellboy in P3, so that is your podium for today. P4 is Do Better, Brandon 999 in P5, Cassell in P6, Bogorowski coming home in P7, Hackett in 8th, Bossmots in 9th, Jordan JJT in 10th, 11th will be Mikey, Tom Putty in 12th, 13th will be Waza, and rounding out the grid is Reeps JG in 14th position. So, thank you for watching, everybody. We'll be back next week with Hungary, I believe. So stay tuned for that, and I appreciate everybody that came out to watch today.